I grew up playing sports. I played basketball, baseball, soccer, football. Loved basketball. And it wasn't until 2009 that, a little bit before that, that my wife and I, we were out jogging and she said, "You're dragging your foot." I didn't notice it, but she did. And I just thought, I didn't think anything of it. I'd fallen through a roof after my senior year of high school, so I thought it had something to do with that. And then we were playing tennis, and she was hitting the ball by me, and I didn't know what was wrong. I went to the National Institute of Health in Baltimore, Maryland, and they diagnosed me at that time in 2009, and they said I had HSP, which means hereditary spastic paraplegia. And what it is, there's only 20,000 people that have the disease. I never dreamed, it wasn't my plans to have it. There's no cure for it. The neurons in the brain that send the signals to your leg muscles and lower body muscles in the spinal cord and the brain, they don't send the muscles, or they don't send the proper signals. And so there's no signal to the muscles, so my legs don't work right. I have to have a walker. I hang on to walls, and it's made life completely different. And there's times after I preach that my legs are really stiff, and I have someone that helps me up to the pulpit and someone helps me down. And it's limited my ability to make visits. I used to like to go door knocking or visit people in the hospital. I can't do that anymore. I'm not sure what the Lord has in store for me, but it seems like the window's getting closed on things that I'd like to do, and the Lord, I know He has a purpose for it. Now I understand when someone's handicapped, my heart goes out to them, because it's a lot different when you are looking at life from that perspective than having legs that, two good legs. I read something recently where a military man came back and he was missing two legs, and someone said to him, "I'm surprised they have such a good attitude without two legs." And he says, "I'm surprised you have such a bad attitude with two good legs." And Lord has allowed me through this disease to understand that I'm just not teaching a lesson now. It's not just for up here, it's in my heart, because I need it for myself. And every day I have to remind myself that this is not the end. This is not how it's going to end. This is a trial that's temporary. As Peter says in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12, he says not to get discouraged, but to rejoice. And don't think it's strange when you fall into fiery trials. And I think sometimes as believers, we are surprised when trials happen to us. This is what you've given to me. According to your word, it's a gift. You've given it to me for a purpose. I don't understand what the purpose is. But now I realize that we're all broken, every one of us. One reason we're starting this website and this ministry is because I want to be a blessing. I want to be a help. I realize that God tells us that He comforts us to comfort others. I know there's a lot of people that are hurting, a lot of Christians that are hurting. And I want to offer free counseling. If somebody wants to call me up and just want to chat and just share some of their struggles, I'm here to help. What I believe is that God did not give me this disease by accident. He has a purpose. And I believe that our lives on this earth is so short. I want my life to count for eternity. I believe there's lots of people out there, hundreds, maybe thousands of people that are discouraged because they have a disease, or maybe their marriage isn't working out. They don't see any hope. We just need to get back into the Word of God. And so I believe that God's given me this ministry, whether it's just in the area of Champaign or Urbana, or I just want to be a blessing. So if there's someone that lives in Arizona or Florida or Texas, I want to be a blessing to them and just try to encourage them in the Word of God.